How are you guys? We're live. I'm live. I'm live. It seems like I am. I'm gonna check out all of the platforms to make sure. To sure that everything is working. Okay, Kick, we are live. Twitch, we are live. YouTube, we are live. Everywhere we are freaking live. Oh my god. It's like a miracle, Flawless victory to start the stream right away. Unachievable, uncomprehendable result. In two places you heard me. Is there some of the delay when it's heard? Then you heard me. Good to see you. Good to see you too. Arnoldas Suršnus. Why people choose those long nicknames? How are you, Holger? Yeah, I'm doing great. How about you? Did you remember to pee first? Second, you pee. Yeah, if you have no choice but to pee first. You cannot poo first before the pee. You need to pee first. That's how the life works. And here we go. This is the White House with some white president. Maybe a little orange, but it doesn't matter. He says he's white. Christmas tree, fantastic scenery. Very nice. Cars are going, and Donny is going to proclaim the war for freedom. Well, I do not expect actually him to proclaim the war. Yeah, despite all of the tensions, we'll see. So yeah, today is the day. Today is the day. Okay, move. Thanks for following. Maybe I should change the name of the stream in Twitch, on Twitch. Have a time now. Yeah, I should change the name. Trump, how to call the stream? Trump's emergency address or whatever. I put it like world news and events on Twitch, but I put it Trump's emergency address to the nation. Trump address. Why do you have two double D and double S in this address? You're not saying address, you say address. Address. So one D and one S is more than okay. It all comes from French. Those French pronounce and the letters, they're very long letters. So yeah, you need to cut those words, to make them more German. Trump's address to nation. World war is coming. No, I just newer. It's like a question. Neuvere. Okay, we are here. Trump Gaber throw-ups. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like, we created the biggest of the biggest economies in the world. Yes, the prices go down, money go up or something. Yeah, tariffs is the best policy. I don't expect like anything. Yeah. Y'all hating on Americans but are currently on American apps. Yes. We're not hating Americans. We hate. Well, I hate personally. I don't know how other people, but I hate Donald Trump and all of his Muppet puppet circus. It's better to say circle or circus in Donald Trump's case. I wonder what is better. What is better? Is the best anyone ever see? The first time on live stream, and I like your moods here. Yeah, Arnold. It's It's a little over exaggerated. I drank some of the tea. It boosted my energy, so for some time I will be like that. Wonder why don't we have the comments on the Twitch chat? Twitch is dead. Come on, why Twitch is dead? It is dead. Is it dead? Someone watching 11 people. And finally, we have Dizzy there. Dizzy, hello, welcome to Twitch. Let's see how big of disaster this will be. Yeah, usual blah blah blah. I expected it to happen like that. Oh, Jake Bro went with QA. Today I record just a random video on my main channel, Ukrainian update, where I'll just blah 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 for almost 20 minutes, I guess. And it got the views. I'm surprised. Number 4 out of 10. And it's doing pretty much well. I mean, this video. Maybe I put it in a prime time. Insomnia. Yeah, insomnia because of Donny. Actually, I have this schedule, then I stream. Then I work at night and sleep during the daytime. It's terrible. I hate it, but somehow I work better with the schedule. I don't know why. Bonjour, French Denise. Bonjour. Who is there? Suzy. Suzy, bonjour. I need to open my window. Almost suffocated. Denise living in France confirmed. No, but sometimes I visit France. Sometimes your insomnia is great for me. I can watch streams before going to bed. Okay, before going to work. I'm sorry. I need to make it closer. That Pinocchio Lukashenko will just lie about everything and delude himself like always. The thing, Lukashenko, I think he's Putin's puppet. Maybe Putin has a video of how he blows booba. Blows booba. Blows booba. What could be better? Kruto vodka. Whenever I see Melania, I think how she's a person that hates Trump more than maybe she plays this role. Oh, she just... You know, for women, the world is more terrible. I think so. But in some spheres, they can perform way better than men, actually. Yeah, in some spheres. Like blogging, vlogging. But there are so many those influencers already. So many beautiful girls. Yeah, elsewhere. So there's also a great competition between them. Oh, there was some of the movement. But I would say to be popular on Twitch, for example, for male, I think it's more complicated than for female. I think so. Like average, yeah? Not the top Twitch streamer. But like make a beautiful cosplays and everything. Yeah. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not a woman. I'm a man. I'm okay with my sex. Sex, it means gender. If you say does go to war with Venezuela, I hope it doesn't hike up the global oil prices. Trump says about oil. We need oil. It's his new favorite letter. They stole our oil. 20 years ago it was, and all of the freaking presidents were okay with that. But now we need oil. It's my oil. Give me my oil. They took our lands. He freaking said about it so many times. And why do they strike those drug boats in this case? Drug boats. The same time we release ex-Honduras president who organized the drug trafficking. But no, drug boats. Fentanyl. And that's it. But now we need oil. Rapidly. Whoop. Switch. Oil. Yeah. It's oil. Hey, buddy. Looking sharp. Yay. Creamy butter. Thanks for Liberated oil. Yes, the oil needs more democracy. Denys, what the fuck? I don't know. I have this mood, that's it. I was sleeping in my previous... Where's Iron Maiden mag? It's here. For irons. Up the irons. It's a very good mag. Have it today. And I have this pea-looking substance. Yeah, it's orange. I will turn to Donald Trump today drinking this one. It is really looking like a pea, but it's not a pea. Do not say that it is a pea. No. It should not be a meme. Come on. So what is here? As you see, it's water actually. Vitelle. Water vitelle. And we have also this. Why is it actually amber? Amber orange. I can show you the big screen. It's orange because I put this. You see, 0 calories, 0, absolutely 0. And some of the fruits. What is this? Fruit de la passion. Passion fruit. Fruit de la passion. Passion. Passion or passion? Okay, so it's just for the water to be sweet, without sugar. The miracle. God's miracle. He made a water to be sweet without sugar, without calories. That looks like a spray. Yeah, it's a bottle. Bauan, but it's not Bauan. It's passion fruits. Passion's fruit. Well, I am so passionate, yeah, about this fruit. Monsignor, yeah, Timony. Where is Donald? 18 minutes to go. Come on, I started the stream very early. I will be sleeping, then Donny will go. Then Donny will... Maybe he's sleeping, Donny. He was flying somewhere today. Maybe from Mar-a-Lago to the White House. Hey, buddy. Yeah. We can see you're near the French Baudet, Denys. In the very supermarket. Yeah. Do you like hamburgers or hot dog? Oh, big Leok. That's the question. I don't know, depends on hamburger, I guess, or on hot dog. Actually, to be honest, I like maybe hot dogs more. I remember when I was a young kid in Tashkent, there was a kiosk, like a very small shop near the airport. My mother used to go to fly, she was working, yeah. How it's in English, I forget the words. So she was working as a flight attendant, and usually my father took her to airport, and there was the kiosk. And together with my father, I liked to stay in the car while he was driving. So then he took my mother to the airport. Each time we went to that kiosk, and each time we took a hot dog, and it was the freaking tastiest hot dog ever in my life. Later on it closed, I guess, but still I remember this. I mean, nothing special was about that one. It was very simply made, but the cheese, maybe it was very cheap, and the sausage was very cheap, but it was so tasty. And it's the taste of my childhood, I would say. Every time, like almost every time, yeah. We took those hot dogs. They're not very big, kind of small, but for me, it was big because I was small. So, yeah, maybe for this only reason I like hot dogs a little bit more than... And it was like just a little ketchup, a little mayo, but the cheese inside was awesome. The PTSD that the military must have from the loud drone noise. Yeah. That is, usually you're right about it. I think it is huge. I think it is worse than explosions, firework or something. The drone flight, it's crazy. See this effect in oil prices as Venezuela has been under sanctions for years now, but it might be Donny's plan so he can raise oil prices once they have control. Yeah, it's like in every monopoly. In a way, they want to lower the oil prices, but in a way, they want to rise the oil prices. Needs to stay low for Russia. Yeah, I agree. And oil prices are the lowest, actually, for Russian oil since the start of the war. Yeah, now it's the lowest mark. Maybe it's also like a variant for Donald Trump to push Russia for cooperation with ExxonMobil companies. I think Trump has someone in ExxonMobil, I guess, like that. Returns to Texas, the state of freedom. Yeah, I just came out with this word. And then any thoughts of the Russian border guards incursion in Estonia today? What? I didn't know that. What happened? Tell me more. Maybe I should search. Where is my Twitter? They released the new boat video. Well, we'll check it out later. Estonia. Why did I write Estonia? Maybe because I'm writing in German. Estonia border incident. 5 hours ago today, the Estonian police and the border guards. Yeah, we can read it all together. Today, the Estonian police and border guard detected an illegal crossing of temporary control line between Estonia and Russia on the Narva River. Narva province once again. Breakwater by 3 border guards of the Russian Federation. Breakwater. The Estonian border guard patrols responded to the border incident. After a short time, the Russian border guards returned to Russian territory. Maybe they were drunk. Here, yeah, it's just... Estonia will request an explanation at the meeting of the border representatives tomorrow, and Estonian Ministry of Foreign Affairs will summon the Charge d'Affaires of the Russian Assembly in Estonia. Location of the breakwater on the territory of the Republic of Estonia, where the border guards of the Russian Federation moved temporary control line between Estonia. So you see, I'm gonna go with Epic Pion. Epic Pion. Where is it? Where is this? Oh, here we go. So those Russisches, they went here and they appeared here. It seems like this is the border. I didn't know. Thanks for telling me. It was published 5 hours ago. Strange that I didn't notice it. Then I was filming the video. Probably it was the news went before that. Very interesting. Thanks. Venezuela has one of the biggest oil reserves in the world. Yes, man. Denys, do you know the story about how Trump became a Russian assert? I think all of that is like speculations for now. We cannot prove that, but judging on his actions, he could be a Russian assert. He could be. They have something on him. I heard that he met with some Russians even during the Soviet time or something like that. Azerbaijanian, yeah, dum. Yeah, soon I'm gonna start to say Azerbaijanian. If I wrote Estonia, Estonia, yeah, soon I will start to speak as a Trump. Oh, I'm very bad, terrible impersonator of Trump. Okay, let's go. No, I cannot do it. No, it's not for me. Too much. Maybe I'm still young for Trump's age. By the way, today we heard the news that Trump. He speak with his attorney. Who is this guy? Attorney that he wants or looking for opportunity to run for the 3rd term. Okay, I want to check before the address. Maybe there's some of the news, interesting news coming. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you the boat. One more boat, bam, burning. What is happening? People dying because of what? War crimes, once again. United States Southern Command Southcom has announced that at the direction of the Defense Secretary Pete Hexon, military forces are joint Task Force Southern Spear carried out strike earlier this morning, December 15, on an alleged narco-trafficking vessel in the Eastern Pacific. According to South Command, intelligence indicated that vessel was transiting transatlantic along a known narco-trafficking route and carrying illicit. What does this word mean? Illicit narcotics. Okay. With 4 suspected narco-terrorists killed. 4. Yesterday there was 8 in the strike, all believed to have been members of believed to be designated members, alleged narco-trafficking vessel. Well, maybe, who knows? But still, it's I think wrong thing to do. Why? Because you do not kaput even like the worst possible criminals. They still have the trial, and here you just kaput people randomly. Somewhere 2,000 miles, or how many miles is there from the United States of America? This boat doesn't possess the imminent danger. Why not to kaput the boats or narco-traffic routes from Afghanistan, for example? They're also going to the United States. Those heroinum, cocainum. The United States Navy EE-18G Growler aircraft have been detected operating off Venezuela coast according to the flight tracking data, reinforcing United States electronic warfare, covering amid Southcom explaining military posture. Growler. Okay, they operate like every night, so there's nothing special about it. Absolutely zero. What do we have in the White House? Nothing. I'm planning to make a live stream all the new year. Like, gonna celebrate, gonna drink some beer, maybe, I don't know. The last year I drank the beer. The year didn't go well for me, honestly. Oh. What if there were people forced to drive the boats because they were being threatened or something? Yeah, it could be also Pope. Yeah. Yeah, could be easily. The New Year stream would be awesome. I mean, yeah, Dizzy, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. New Year stream. It's gonna be soon. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I promise. We're gonna push Russia hard. Beer is good. I wonder what should I like. I understand if I put the poll here, you'll vote for vodka or samagon, which is worse than vodka. But yeah, so I'll decide what to do. Mexican beer is my favorite. I ordered the game. It's called Mexican Train. It's not about illegal immigrants. Come on, no. It's kind of funny game. Fun game to play with the family. Sounds like a sex position. Mexican Train? No, come on. You've played that? Yeah, it's nice. Do you want me to show you? Seems like I got it. It's for sale in Switzerland, yeah. A mexikanischen Zug. Mexikanischen Zug. Yeah, or how this name. I'll try to find the link for it. Come on, it should be not that far away. Okay, I should just maybe Google. Oh no, I have the link. So here we go. That's the Mexican Train. I didn't play it, but my daughter did. So she asked me for this game. So we have domino and the train. Know how to play that, but that is how it goes. I think whoever reaches the train station in the middle wins. Tactic Mexico train tin box. Tactical Mexican train, even tactic. Nice. That is what Pete Hexet is in lack of in his head. Tactics, as well as everybody else. That's a nice game, should be. I like, this stuff. I don't know what to do there, but could be fun. Lawyers Trump administration. What? The War Department. Yeah. Trump is an idiot. Yeah. Yeah, Mia. You are opening America. Calling Trump an idiot. He really is. Check. I need to change the name of the stream. It's still like combat images. Also, I have 3 streaming platforms. And every time I need to change all of them if I change the topic of the stream. Trump address to the nation. The nation. The. Why the? I don't know. I did the grammar mistake. What is happening there? A moped or what? You don't hear it because I have the audio cancellation, but it's happening. 300 viewers, Denys, you're famous. Really? Really? It couldn't be like 300 viewers. Come on, it's not possible. It's my dream to trade Trump for Zelensky. Not just your dream. Oh, in 3 minutes I'm gonna probably share the link. Oh, come on. Gonna probably share the link of my stream somewhere on my main channel. 300 viewers. Yeah, that's a lot for my smaller channel. It's astonishing. Just unbelievable. Just I want to share the stream. Boom. Should be good. So 1 minute after minute, soon, very soon, Donald Trump will start his address. Yeah, I'm just joking. He will be late. He's sleeping probably, or maybe he will go sleep. His life is like very crazy. At his age, I would just stay at home, not in my house, not in a White House, in somewhere like very far away from everything. From the cameras, from the eyes, from close to the river with my fishing gear. That would be my choice, life choice, and then I'll get close to 80s. But this old fart, he wants to rule the world till he lost his last breath. Oil, give me oil. Something like that. He often lived to bring bankruptcy and frequency bailed wealthy. Yeah, Americans are cool. Yeah. Another mindset rebel, yeah. In his address, or abscess of nation, Zelensky is one of the few politicians that I like. I guess he will declare the war. Well, he already said that he will speak about economical things and also about Venezuela. Like, welcome to Kit. Thank you, Rodminus. Thank you. I'm here for the combat images. I'm sorry, Mia. Today, I promise it tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow, then I sleep, I wake up, and I'll go with the stream. I will laugh if he has a stroke. No, come on. He's still a United States president. We should not be happy. We are sad. Like, this Erika Kirk impression. I will walk. Then if Trump somehow, leaves us someday before me, for example, I will go like this. And I'll be very sad. I will be very sad because whom I should film the freaking videos about, yeah? Donny is everywhere. Donny is a newsmaker. Donny. I think lots of the people will lost their jobs. It's bad. Come on. I always like the name sad. Yeah, it's, they say it's her reaction like this. Yeah, later on we're going to look at the images. Have you seen Erika Kirk? Her latest appearance, I think in CBS she went. And now they compare her look. Oh, Trump! Donny, you're alive.
Good evening, America.
Good evening.
11 months ago, I inherited a mess, and I'm fixing it. When I took office, inflation was the worst in 48 years, and some would say in the history of our country, which caused prices to be higher than ever before, making life unaffordable for millions and millions of Americans.
Billions.
This happened during a Democrat administration, and it's when we first began hearing the word affordability. Our border was open, and because of this, our country was being invaded by an army of 25 million people, many who came from prisons and jails, mental institutions, and insane asylums. They were drug dealers, gang members, and even 11,888 murderers, more than 50% of whom killed more than one person.
We believe you.
This is what the Biden administration allowed to
Biden
happen
started
to
the
our
war in
country.
Ukraine. Fuck.
And it can never be allowed to happen again. We had men playing in women's sports, transgender for everybody, crime at record levels with law enforcement.
Is it a standard Trump
Words
tweet?
such as that just absolutely forbidden. We had the worst trade deals ever made, and our country was laughed at from all over the world.
I'll lower his voice.
But they're not laughing anymore. Over the past 11 months, we have brought more positive change to Washington than any administration in American
we believe you,
history.
Donny. We believe
There's never been anything like it, and I think most would agree. I was elected in a landslide, winning the popular vote and all 7 swing states and everything else, with a mandate to take on a sick and corrupt system that really just took the wealth from people and crushed the dreams
America
of the
was the worst
American
country in
people.
the world.
For the last 4 years, the United
says.
States was ruled by politicians who fought only for insiders, illegal aliens, career criminals, corporate lobbyists, prisoners, terrorists, and above all, foreign nations, which took advantage of us at levels never seen before.
Especially Russia right now.
They flooded
took
your
advantage.
cities and towns with illegal aliens. They decimated your hard-earned savings. They indoctrinated your children with hate for America.
Same shit.
They just released a level of violent felons that we had never seen to prey on innocent. They caused war. They caused mayhem. They caused a horrible situation all over the globe. But now you have a president who fights for the law-abiding, hardworking people of our country, the ones who make this nation run, who make this nation work. And after just 1 year, we have achieved more than anyone could have imagined.
Yeah.
Starting on day one, I took immediate action to stop the invasion of our southern border.
Yeah.
For the past 7 months, 0 illegal aliens have been allowed into our country, a feat which everyone said was absolutely impossible. Do you remember when Joe Biden said that he needed Congress to pass legislation to help close the border? He was always blaming Congress and everyone else. As it turned out, we didn't need legislation. We just needed a new president. We inherited the worst border anywhere in the world, and we quickly turned it into the strongest border in the history of our country. In other words, in a few short months, we went from worst to best. We're deporting criminals, restoring safety to our most dangerous cities. Just take a look at Washington, D.C. It's at levels of safety that we've never seen
especially
before.
Washington, D.C.,
And
where
they decimated the
where
bloodthirsty
you know
foreign
what happened,
drug
yeah?
cartels.
National security
we
guards.
did that all by ourselves with our people, and we're so proud of it because they were poisoning and destroying our population. Drugs brought in by ocean and by sea are now
Hi.
down
Both, yeah.
94%. We have broken the grip of sinister woke radicals in our schools, and control over those schools is back now in the hands of our great and
Masood,
loving
come
states
on.
where education belongs.
We'll-
After
we'll check if
rebuilding
your-
the United
your
States
prayers are
military in
working.
my first term, and with the addition we are adding right now, we have the most powerful military anywhere in the world, and
Yes.
it's not even close.
yes,
I've restored
The most
American
powerful.
strength, settled 8 wars in 10 months,
8 wars.
destroyed
Now
the
it's
Iran
one is
nuclear threat,
ongoing
and
still.
ended the war in Gaza, bringing for the first time in 3,000 years,
3,000 years.
peace to
Million
the Middle
years.
East, and secured the release of the hostages, both living and dead.
This is
Here at home,
this
we're
is
bringing
comedian,
our
guys.
economy back from the brink of ruin. The last administration and their allies in Congress looted our treasury for trillions of dollars, driving up prices and everything at levels never seen before. I am bringing those high prices down and bringing them down very fast. Let's look at the facts. Under the Biden administration, car prices rose 22% and in many states 30% or more. Gasoline rose 30 to 50%.
Now it will rise even
Hotel
more
rates
if
rose
he starts something in
37%.
Venezuela.
Airfares rose 31%. Now, under our leadership, they are all coming down and coming down fast. Democrat politicians also sent the cost of groceries soaring, but we are solving that too.
Why he's so
the
close
price
to
of
the
a
mic,
Thanksgiving
spitting
turkey
there?
was down 33% compared to the Biden last year. The price of eggs is down 82% since March, and everything else is falling rapidly. And it's not done yet, but boy, are we making progress.
Boy,
Nobody
are we
can
making
believe what's
progress.
going on. Here are just some of the efforts that we have underway. You will see in your wallets and bank accounts.
You see
in
in
the
your
new
wallets
year.
and bank accounts.
After years of record-setting falling
you
incomes,
feel
our
better?
policies are boosting take-home
Do you have
pay
millions
at a
and billions of
historic
dollars?
pace. Under Biden, real wages plummeted
Biden took
by
everything from you.
$3,000.
He
Under
broke
Trump,
everything
the
back.
typical factory
Make America
worker has
great
seen a
again.
wage increase of $1,300. For construction workers, it's
Mike is booba.
$1,800. For miners, we're bringing back clean, beautiful coal.
Oh, he
It's
called about miners. Maybe he will release
$3,300.
Epstein
And
files.
for the first time in years, wages are rising
They
much
should be released
faster than
tomorrow, by the way,
inflation.
already, yeah. The day
Remember
after
that.
tomorrow.
The wages, just look at it. Wages are going up much faster than inflation.
It was the
How
worst
big
country,
is
now it's
that?
the best. Yeah.
Very importantly,
We're gonna
there
lock
are
it
more
down
people working today
for no
than
one
at
to see
any
it.
time in American history, and 100% of all jobs created
Donny
since I
solves
took
everything,
office
yeah.
have
8
been in
wars.
the private sector.
3,000 years of wars.
100% of all jobs have been in the private sector rather than government, which is the only way to make a country powerful and great. This
He wants to
historic
employ
trend
everyone
will
in government.
continue. Already, I've secured a record-breaking $18 trillion of investment into
Yeah.
the United States, which means jobs, wage increases, growth, factory openings,
I am
and
the best
far
of the
greater
best.
national security.
I'm the hero of
Much
universe.
of this success has been accomplished by tariffs. My favorite
Tariffs,
word,
yeah.
tariffs,
My favorite word.
which for many decades have been used
Tariffs on
successfully
Ukraine,
by
but
other
not on
countries
Russia.
against us, but not anymore. Companies know that if they build in America, there are no tariffs, and that's why they're coming
America get
home
more
to the
oil than
USA
any-
in
well,
record
well,
numbers.
yeah.
They're building factories
Welcome
and plants
to
at levels we haven't seen. AI, automobiles. We're doing what nobody thought was even possible, not even remotely possible. There has never, frankly, been anything like it. 1 year ago, our country was dead. We were absolutely dead. Our country was ready to fail, totally failed. Now, we're the hottest country anywhere in the
Hottest.
world. And that's said by every single leader that I've spoken to over the last 5 months. Next year, you will also see the results of the largest tax cuts in American history that were really accomplished through our great, big, beautiful bill, perhaps the most sweeping legislation ever passed in Congress. We wrapped
This is
12 different
just
bills
the
up into one
vomit
beautiful
of-
bill. That includes
of
no
what?
tax on tips,
No.
tax on
I'm sorry,
overtime,
no
and
trolls
no
welcome.
tax on Social Security for our great
I can be
seniors.
president of my channel
Under
only.
these cuts, many
Channels,
families
maybe.
will be saving between
But he's eating Mike, I don't know,
$11,000 and
blowing booba.
$20,000 a year. And next spring is projected to be the largest tax refund season of all time. Because of tariffs, along with the
What this guy
just passed
smoking?
one big beautiful bill, tonight I am also proud to announce
Nothing. Hi,
that
welcome
more
to
than
Twitch.
1,450,000, think of this, 1,450,000 military service members will receive a special, we call Warrior Dividend before Christmas. So Warrior Dividend.
That's good, actually.
In honor of our nation's founding in 1776, we are sending every soldier $1,776.
He could replace with soundboard
And the
of
checks
himself.
are
Yeah.
already
He
on
could
the way.
write a
Nobody
huge tweet with this
understood
stuff.
that
yeah.
one until
As
about
usual, he
30
writes.
minutes ago. We
Astro
made a
High.
lot more money than anybody thought because of tariffs, and the bill helped
No,
us
no,
along.
I'm
Nobody
incompetent to be a
deserves it
president.
more than our military, and I say
any
congratulations
politician.
to everybody. And by the way, we now have record enlistment
How
in
much
our
money
military,
he's going
and
to give
last
me?
year
All
we
the
had
money,
among
billions
the
and
worst
trillions.
recruitment numbers in our military's history. What a difference a year makes. In addition, I'm doing what no politician of either
can he
party
say
has
all
ever
of that
done,
for long?
standing up to the special
blah, blah,
interests
blah,
to
blah, blah.
dramatically reduce
I
the
think he
price
reads
of
that
prescription
stuff.
drugs. I negotiated directly with the drug companies and foreign nations, which were taking advantage of our country for many decades, to slash prices on drugs and pharmaceuticals by as much as 400, 500, and even 600%. In other words, your drug costs will be plummeting downward. And I use the threat
No
of
one
tariffs
tells
to
him
get
that it's
foreign countries who would never have done it
mathematically
to pay
impossible
the
to
cost of
lower
this
the prices.
giant dollar reduction. They stopped
600%
ripping us
means
off, and it began
they will pay
as
for
of
you to get
4
the
days
drugs.
ago. There has never been anything like this in the history of our country. Drugs have only gone up, but now they'll be going down by numbers never conceived possible. It's called Most Favored Nation, and no president has ever had the courage or ability to get this done until now.
Yes, you elected idiot.
The first of these
really.
unprecedented
Not you
price
personally, maybe
reductions
maybe
will be
you
available
didn't vote,
starting in
but
January
majority. Yeah.
through a new website, TrumpRx.gov. And these big price cuts will greatly reduce the cost of health care. I'm also
What
taking
about
on
Venezuela?
the
Tell us,
gigantic
Donny.
health insurance companies that have gotten rich on billions of dollars of money that should go directly to the people. The money should go to the people. That's you. So they can buy their own health insurance, which will give far better benefits at much lower costs. It will be far better health insurance. The current Unaffordable Care Act was created to make insurance companies rich. It was bad health care at much too high a cost, and you see that
You
now
want
in the
to
steep
pay more,
increase
you
in
just said it,
premiums
for
being
insurance
demanded by
companies.
the Democrats, and they are demanding those increases, and it's their fault. It is not the Republicans' fault. It's the Democrats' fault. It's the Unaffordable
Everything
Care
is
Act,
Democrats'
and
fault,
everybody
of
knew
course.
it. Again, I want the money to go directly to the people so you can buy your own health care. You'll get much better health care at a much lower price. The only losers will be insurance companies that have gotten rich, and the Democrat Party, which
I
is
don't
totally
believe that
controlled
shit.
by those same insurance companies. They will not
He
be happy.
speaks nonsense.
But that's okay with me because you, the people, are finally going to be getting great health care at a lower cost.
He just
Another
says you
major
will have more
focus
money
is the
to pay
cost
for
of
more for
energy.
insurance.
For
Yeah,
years, the
or what?
radical left Democrats exploited the green energy
And you have better
scam
insurance.
as an excuse to funnel many billions of dollars into their own massive slush funds, as their energy restrictions drastically drove up prices, and they drove them up at record levels.
Will he mention Ukraine?
Electricity costs surged 30 to
Russia?
100% under Biden.
Buba?
And the typical family lost $5,000 to $10,000 in higher energy costs. Think of that, $5,000 to $10,000 you lost On day one, I declared a national energy emergency. Gasoline is now under $2.50 a gallon in much of the country. In some states, it, by the way, just hit
They will pay you for you to get
$1.99 a
gasoline.
gallon. And within the next 12
If they
months,
reduce
we
it
will
by
have opened
600%.
1,600 new electrical generating plants, a
Yeah.
record, and it's a record that won't
Windmills?
be beaten by,
Will there be
practically, I
windmills?
would say, by anybody. Or certainly not very soon. Prices on electricity and everything else will fall dramatically.
Very bad windmills.
The
Come on.
Democrat inflation disaster, again, the worst in the history of our country, also robbed millions of Americans of home ownership and indeed the American dream. The yearly cost of a typical new mortgage increased by $15,000 under Democrat rule. In 11 months, we've already gotten that annual cost down by $3,000, and it's coming down a lot lower. Wait till you see. The numbers are going to be shocking. And
How long
I'll soon
can he
announce our
speak?
next chairman of the Federal Reserve,
He speaks
someone
already
who
for
believes in lower interest rates by a lot, and mortgage payments
14
will
minutes.
be coming down even further. Early
That's strong.
the
That's strong.
new year, and you will see this. In the new year, I will announce some of the most aggressive housing reform plans in American history. A major factor in driving up housing costs was the colossal border invasion. We have never been invaded. This is the worst thing that, frankly, in my opinion, the worst thing that the Biden administration did to our country is the invasion at the border. The last administration and their allies in Congress brought in millions and millions of migrants and gave them taxpayer-funded housing while your rent and housing costs skyrocketed. Over 60%
Now he comes back to every sort of the point and discusses everything of this.
At the same time, illegal aliens stole American jobs and flooded emergency rooms, getting free health care and education paid for by you, the American taxpayer. They also increased the cost of law enforcement by numbers so high that they are not even to be mentioned. For the first time in 50 years, we are now seeing reverse migration as migrants go back home, leaving more housing and more jobs for Americans. In the year
Do you
before
want to
my
have
election,
migrant jobs,
all net
guys?
creation of jobs was going to foreign migrants.
Who live
Since I took
like
office,
Americans who live, who have a
100% of
citizenship.
all
Do you want to
net
have migrant job?
creation has gone to American
Is it okay for you?
citizens, 100%. In the end, government either serves the productive,
Usually they don't.
patriotic,
They work in
hardworking American
shitty
citizen, or it
places.
serves those
That's why they're
who
employed,
break the
actually.
laws, cheat the system, and seek power and profit at the expense of our nation. Look at Minnesota, where Somalians have taken over the economics of the state and have stolen
Get ready to
billions
drive
and
bus and pick
billions
up
of
at the
dollars
trash. Yeah.
from Minnesota and
Easy.
indeed from the United States of America. And we're going to put an end to it. For so long as before my election, the vast majority of good and decent Americans were forced to watch as corrupt politicians plundered the halls of power, exploited our taxpayers, and pillaged every system that makes civilized society function. But not anymore, and you see that every day, not anymore. We're putting America first, and we are making America great again. Very simple. We are making America great again. Tonight, after 11 months, our border is secure. Inflation is stopped. Wages are up. Prices are down. Our nation is strong. America is respected. And our country is back, stronger than ever before. We're poised for an economic boom, the likes of which the world has never seen. Soon we will host the World Cup and the Olympics, both of which I got. But most importantly, we will celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. There could be no more fitting tribute to this epic milestone than to complete the comeback of America that began just 1 year ago. When the world looks at us next year, let them see a nation that is loyal to its citizens, faithful to its workers, confident to its identity, certain to its destiny, and the envy of the entire globe. We are respected again like we have never been respected before. To each and every one of you, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Everyone
God
respects
bless
Donny.
you all.
That's it? Is that it? That's it, guys. Oh my god. Ah, how to comment all of that bullshit? It's like the compilation of all of the crazy tweets on his True Social he posted for the last 11 months. He just combined them all together and spread this vomiting out to the cameras for us to hear. That's it. That's it. Nothing more. We expected something like really, wow, what is happening? Like Venezuela. He didn't touch those topics. Russia, war in Ukraine, Venezuela, blockade. Like Maduro is calling for United Nations to gather for this very important. No Epstein files, yeah. No Epstein files mentioned. Just I'm the best. He's mentally sick and should be isolated, not just from controlling the power, but from other humans around. But no, mental institution is just looking like this for him. I think it's no, it's okay. Earth is flat now. You never know. He's dumb. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. What we hear, like, I expect everything, but not just vomiting. It means that he is sissy. I mean, he is not going to start this invasion of Venezuela. He is pushing like very hard, invading or seizing the tanker. Yeah, it's better to say seizing the tanker, continue to strike those drone boats in Caribbeans, using military force in international airspace. But he is not willing to start the confrontation. Otherwise, he would already have started it, I guess. He is pushing like politically, yeah? Politically and showing the force. I have muscles. But if you have muscles, it doesn't mean that you know judo or karate, yeah? It's until you show it. Yeah, so that's how it works. So Maduro is still in power and he doesn't want to resign. Moreover, he uses his own military to escort his ships away from his ports, even under announced blockade. So it's not working, absolutely. I don't want to debunk the entire shit he said, because 99% of what he said is just nonsense. About insurance, yeah. He said, like in one sentence, he said, money should be in your pockets. You pay for insurance, for better insurance, so I understand you pay more. But insurance companies, they receive less money because they are like, what? How can you pay more and insurance companies receive less money? So it's like an excuse for the free, or for Obamacare to not exist, or for what? Issuing 1,700 is great for the statement, but fundamentally it's just a target Q4 liquidity injection. We're literally printing patriotism now. I see. Thank you so much for support, Aaron. So hopefully it has convicted him that the United States does not want to get into the jungle war. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, also you're correct. We have a ship in Caribbean, Harold Ford. Yeah, he has no brain. Yeah. Tonight is an NHL. Yes, Ben. Nice. The problem is I know so many people that take this liar as his word. Yeah, unfortunately. That's the problem. That's why he was elected, that unfortunately people support him. Staying to watch this LOL. Yeah, Dizzy. I'm sorry for you guys also to watch this. How to even call it? Like, let's come out with a word. Narcissism, vomiting. As for me, that's the explanation. And narcissism, freaking vomiting. Like nothing happened. Absolutely zero result. A group of F-22 Raptors took off from Langley Air Force Base in Virginia around 3 hours ago. In their separate waves, 3 separate waves of 2 to 4 jets, each supported by at least one key C-135. Have some of the evidence. It's okay, like, what else? We'll see you tonight. The United States president will address the nation and sort of. It's the most silly address. Like, he lives in his own world, yeah? He is... president. It was advertised like something. I thought that he had 7 fingers, but no, it's like hallucination of alcoholic. Addresses the nation live. It was about nothing burger. All of the policy of Donald Trump is nothing burger. Peace negotiations is nothing burger. War against invasion, even Venezuela invasion is nothing burger, right? Everything. It's a decoy right now. You say murder, only war. Well, BMV freak. It's not just about murder, but no. For that, I can ban you. Don't say like that, okay? USA is a nice country, but they elected idiot. So I hope next time it will be better. Close to Caracas, you can see on Flight Radar 24. Really? Let me check. I will go to Flight Radar. Flight Radar 24. I think Trump could have announced something. Yeah, I think people are following, you see. Sorry guys, I will log in. Just a moment. Log in with email. Somehow it kicks me out. Come on, load. Yeah. Actually, many people are following those planes. Here, they are flying in international waters. This is serial number. Well, it's hard to say what is there. But because of those flights, recently there was the aviation series incident. It seems like there was JetBlue that nearly hit the military airplane, air tanker there. What is this? Yeah, people are flying there still. It's okay. But there was a near mid-air collision, close call. I hope I will try to find it. I think it was JetBlue. Near collision. Yeah, I think it was reported here without any comments. I think it's for, like, here's the radio control. So they nearly collided, you see here. Okay, this is air tanker, looks like, and they're nearly collided there. Aviation YouTubers, it seems like, also wrote about it. Yeah, was aviation near mid-air. And yeah, let's listen to CNN.
There's new audio in this morning after a crazy near mid-air collision. A JetBlue flight leaving the small Caribbean nation of Curacao en route to New York had to abruptly stop its ascent to avoid colliding with a U.S. Air Force plane. The JetBlue pilot spoke to air traffic control basically as this played out. Just listen to this.
We almost had a mid-air collision up here. Traffic passed directly in front of us, within 5 miles of us, maybe 2-3 miles, but it was an air-to-air refueler from the United States Air Force. They don't have their transponder turned on. It's outrageous. We had to stop our climb and actually descend to avoid hitting them.
The flight was near, that JetBlue plane was near Venezuela at the time, which is notable because the incident comes as the U.S. military has stepped up its campaign and presence there amid President Trump's anti-drug trafficking campaign in the Caribbean, and also the attempts to continue to increase pressure on Venezuela's government. JetBlue now says that they've reported the incident to federal authorities. Joining me right now is CNN transportation analyst Mary Schiavo. Mary, that audio, that back and forth with air traffic control is quite something. What do you make of this?
Well, it was a near collision, and fortunately, the pilots were doing what you're supposed to do: look out the window at all time to see and avoid, even if you're traversing the skies on instrument flight rules, as commercial passenger jets always are. But what this says to me is this rather lukewarm warning that the Federal Aviation Administration put out a couple weeks ago, saying avoid Venezuelan airspace, is not nearly detailed enough, does not give pilots and airlines enough information. And this situation is really a disaster waiting to happen, because it's also coming out that there might be another one with a smaller plane that might have also happened at or near the same time. So much more guidance is needed, because there have been many mid-airs in the past with military planes.
From that audio, you hear the pilot say that the Air Force jet did not have its transponder on.
Yeah, they freaking fly without transponders. They switch them off and you don't see them. If the transponder is on, you have the TCAS system activated that will tell you traffic at first, and you should look out, okay, where's the traffic? And it's according to the international rules already for the aircraft. It's like ICAO, not recommendations, but mandatory requirement for the airplanes above some certain weight to have those transponders and TCAS systems. It's must have. But military, they fly, for the mission we turn them off, for no one to be able to spot us on, not just on flight radar 24, but for air traffic controller. What it gives, it sends the signal, active signal, for radars to spot you. Yeah, for some of the military missions you switch them off, but it is not a freaking desert storm or something. They're just flying around in international waters close to Venezuela, over Caribbean Sea, and they're endangering the other traffic. And then NATAM, they say, they release these notices to airmen, this could be like dangerous to fly there, or you should evaluate the risk. What kind of risk? What will you do with your military? Will you fire missile or shut down the airplanes out there? Will you switch off transponder and collide to other jets? Because I used to fly those, the Boeing 737. You fly at a very, very freaking high speed. And during your cruise flight, you do not, as this woman says, you cannot just stare at the window all the time. You physically cannot do it. You do random activities, you drink tea, you eat something, and the cockpit, then you sit. It's not like you see everything around. No, from your seat, left and right, you have just limited, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and some part of the window, you see your face, the dude that is flying with you. That's it. If someone is sleeping, and it's controlled sleep, it's okay. If someone is eating, if someone is busy with documents, flight log, whatsoever, they would not see. They were lucky to see that airplane, military airplane flying, because they were during the climb phase. Then you at least have some awareness. But in cruise flight, you don't look at the window. Even put everything up. There's special shadows, not to have the bright sun, shining and destroying your skin. Like, no one wants to look like Carolyn Lewitt in her 28 years old. She looks like 50. Yeah, so.
Is that surprising? What's the reason to turn that off?
Well, this is a scenario that we're seeing over and over again. I mean, this was the helicopter at DCA back in January. So they turn it off because they want to be in stealth mode, because it's either their mission, because they don't want to be seen. They literally don't want to be seen by other traffic or others in the air or on the ground.
Yeah, especially in DC, there was already a catastrophe with a military freaking helicopter which turned off the... For what reason? Thank you for support, Malcolm. Thank you so much.
Traffic control, hostile air traffic control. And it's the same thing here. The warning went out that there would be operations, that there's danger over Venezuela, but I don't think that the warning was specific in saying that there's going to be very large U.S. military aircraft operating with no transponder, because that's how the collision avoidance works. You have to be seen.
How close was that? Well, let's check out. What is this? This is, I want to check it out. They write it here. 2-3 miles is quite close. 2-3 miles is close. If it is the same altitude, it's kind of close. It's already very close to activate the resolution advisory. 1 hour ago we have, very fresh video published by Blanker Larry. He's a nice guy. 1 hour ago, very
On
fresh.
Friday, the 12th of December, JetBlue's Flight 1112 reported a near miss with a U.S. Air Force tanker aircraft just north of the island of Curacao while on climb out. The very next day, on the 13th of December, there was the report of another close encounter with November 888 Zulu Alpha, a Dassault Falcon 900EX. But today we're going to focus on the JetBlue situation. This incident occurred as the aircraft was climbing after takeoff from the island of Curacao, located right here, and the incident occurred in the Curacao FIR Flight Information Region airspace, just north of Venezuela. This airspace is controlled by Dutch Caribbean authorities and the Netherlands. The airspace over Venezuela is controlled by the Maiquetía Flight Information Region and includes the airspace right over the country of Venezuela, plus this chunk of the ocean. On the 21st of November and effective through the 31st of December, the FAA issued this NOTAM A0717-25, saying that aircraft operators are advised to exercise extreme caution when operating from the following airports. TNCA, we'll look at that on the map, TNCC and TNCB.
But there's no nature.
Curacao, when transiting the terminal airspace. Frequent pilot reports and primary radar indicates the presence of non-identified aircraft operations within the Curacao Flight Information Area. Pilots are requested to report any unusual airborne activity immediately to ATC. And here's the airports they're talking about just north of Venezuela. Right on the edge of the Curacao FIR boundary, located right here, is Aruba, TNCA, Curacao, and Bonaire, TNCB. Because airline flights are continuing to operate out of these destinations. What the NOTAM is referencing is Operation Southern Spear, the U.S. Southern Command's Joint Task Force conducting counter-narco-terrorism operations in the region. There's a lot of military assets operating in the area in support of this operation, including the KC-46 air refueling tanker, basically a Boeing 767. But the KC-46 is more than just a refueling tanker. My name's Juan Brown. You're watching the Blanco Lirio channel, and this video is brought to you by the viewers like you that support this channel here on Patreon. And as a former U.S. Air Force pilot flying the C-141 and C-130 aircraft and current airline pilot, I can give you a little more insight into this incident. And my passion for using TCAS and technology for collision avoidance goes all the way back here to 1996 when I lost my
I'm going to go to toilet. We'll come back, okay?
In the Air Force, Pete Vallejo, in a mid-air collision with his C-141 and a German transport aircraft off the coast of Africa, because at the time the C-141 did not yet have TCAS on board that aircraft, whereas the rest of the modern aviation industry and the airlines did. Shortly after we lost Pete and the rest of the crew, and the crew of the German aircraft, TCAS was installed in the C-141. A few years later, after I got out of the Air Force, I went on to work for the U.S. Forest Service as a lead plane pilot. Why? Because there was an opening, because Lead 56 was killed in a tragic midair collision in Ramona, California, again, primarily due to the limitations of seeing a void and the fact that these aircraft had no TCAS to help them avoid collisions. After this accident and much fighting on behalf of the pilots in the air tanker industry, did we ever get TCAS installed. TCAS, or Traffic Collision Avoidance System, is that technology which allows us to see other aircraft on our screens in the cockpit and give us warnings and even give you a resolution advisory or tell you exactly what you need to do to avoid a collision. Along with TCAS, today we now have ADS-B, which is widely used in general aviation to help us avoid collisions with other aircraft, and which many of us carry around on our iPads and cell phones. But in order for either of these life-saving traffic collision avoidance technologies to work, you have to have an operational transponder that is on and working. Now back to the KC-46. I never got to work with this aircraft. These contracts took so long to get through that I was long out of the Air Force before this aircraft became operational. I only worked with the 135s and the KC-10s. But as is typical of these contracts, the KC-46 had to be a multi-role aircraft. So in addition to being an air refueling tanker, it can also, of course, carry cargo, medevac support, but also with its advanced avionics do some command and control roles. And what I'm getting to with all this is that we know that the tanker had his transponder off for OPSEC reasons, debatable OPSEC reasons we'll get into in a minute. But in my opinion, it's likely that the KC-46 knew where the airliner was, but still managed to get too close to the airliner. Now let's take a listen to the actual ATC audio from JetBlue 1112 and Curaçao controllers as this unfolded. We're looking at the flight radar display at the time. This is not JetBlue. This is Air Canada. The tanker, of course, we won't be able to see here on Flight Radar 24.
Curaçao, JetBlue 1112.
1112, go ahead.
Sir, we just had traffic pass directly in front of us within 5 miles of us, maybe 2-3 miles, but it was an air-to-air refueler from the United States Air Force, and he was at our altitude. We had to stop our climb.
Confirm the traffic was at your altitude.
They're heading off to the northeast right now. They passed directly in our flight path. We had to stop our climb. They are not painting. They don't have their transponder turned on. It's outrageous.
W1112, yes, I don't have anything on my scope. But there's been outrageous with the unidentified aircraft within our airspace. You are totally right.
Oh, it's hard to understand what they're saying here.
If you can make a note of it, we almost had a mid-air collision up here.
Yes, sir. We will make a note.
We'll make a note of it. We almost had a mid-air collision.
They're heading off into Venezuelan airspace, if that helps, but they're going off to the northeast. I'll give you some...
or else we need to be equipped with flares. You know, in Israeli era, they were... What's the name of El Al Airlines? They have flares.
It looks like about the 015 radio off of Curaçao 150 DME.
They're at 340, but if they're heading off to the northeast, they're heading away from Venezuela.
W1112,
Go ahead, sir.
Unidentified aircraft, yeah, military.
Traffic crossed in front of you at level 340 right.
That traffic looked like they were level at 340. We're passing through 33.3, 33.
So the China and Iran and Russia thinks that American civilians have voice
at maybe the
and
10 o'clock
often do not
position,
agree
but,
with their
they
government.
were
Yeah,
moving directly in
yeah,
front
that's
of
a
us
good
at
thing in
34.
the
We
United
were
States
climbing
that
to
people
35, so,
still have
we
voice,
had
they
to
can
stop our
shout out
climb and actually,
on social media
descend to
also.
avoid hitting them.
Correct. Just for me to make the annotation.
Yeah,
We'll
it
do a
seems
report
like
on our
it
end, too,
happens
but,
in military lots of the times.
They did not have the transponder turned on, so there's no way for you to have seen them.
Yes, please make your report.
Yeah, I hope that
At least
United
that
States
way
will
we
not
can
go
get the
there
authorities to
that
be
way,
investigating
dum-dum.
that.
Yep.
I just hope.
Sorry about this.
Okay, sir, thank you.
So they did not have their transponder on. So they didn't get any sort of a TCAS alert, or certainly not a resolution advisory. It sounds like they had a vertical separation of maybe less than 1,000 feet and a horizontal separation of perhaps a couple of miles. Ironically, even though the tankers had their transponders off and were not showing up here on Flight Radar 24, some of the other participants did have their transponders on. Here's the EA-18G Growler
That's what
Grizzly
we
2.
witness now.
And going back a little earlier in time on the same day, there's the F-18s, the Rhino flights, operating with their transponders on. And these guys are down about 30,000 feet. It's also likely that the KC-46 was flying in support of these aircraft and possibly passing them fuel. Ironically, one of the reasons I'm being told that aircraft commanders in the military are being ordered to turn their transponders off is that they don't want to be seen on social media platforms like this, Flight Radar 24. Which is ironic when we have other parts of the package with their transponders clearly on and available to see here on Flight Radar 24, like the Growlers and the F-18s. Now, when you're flying in support of fighters and bombers near a hostile area, it is a typical mission condition to go dark or turn your transponders off. But mission commanders got to balance that with the threat of flying in such near vicinity of known commercial air traffic in the area. This incident occurred in RVSM airspace, reduced vertical separation minimum airspace. One of the requirements for operating an RVSM is that you have an operational transponder. Military aircraft are state aircraft. They are not exempt from this regulation. However, there's always an equal and opposite waiver. This requirement can be waived by the military, that a military aircraft can operate an RVSM airspace without their transponder on if A, ATC is notified ahead of time and coordinated with, and B, the military comes up with some other way of maintaining separation from other aircraft. Neither of which, it sounds like to me, in this case, were complied with.
Cowboys.
Southcom
Flying
commanders,
cowboys.
you need to get this sorted out ASAP.
It could
Thank
be.
you so much for your support of this channel, especially the folks.
Could have been a mid-air collision. Could have been. And who is to blame for? Donald Trump's narco cartel, anti-cartel, anti-drug operation, or what? Sounds dodgy. Transporter off in airspace that they close. I think they didn't notify anyone. Yeah, missed the speech, so I'm blaming Biden and Obama after their fault. Yes, it's all Biden's fault. Biden started the war in Ukraine together with Zelensky. Biden created the biggest crisis in the United States everywhere, as we understand, yeah? Economy, borders, illegals, legals, everyone. Everyone is stupid. Democrats. Yeah. No, Dennis, it's Joe Biden's fault. Yeah, I'm saying it's Joe Biden's fault. Well, Biden freaking... It's like Russians, you know? Why it stinks in your entrance to the house or whatever. Like the common building, big residential building, there's the entrance and you go. Why is someone shits? Why it's smelling shit, yeah? Because it's Biden. It's everything of that is freaking Biden. Biden went there and Biden shut in your entrance. Airlines are responsible to follow precautions. You heard? Did you hear this? What the guy said? John Brown will continue to blame Merkel for everything. LOL. Yes. And Merkel will continue to blame Poland and Baltic states, as she did before. United States President Donald Trump announces that all of the service members will be receiving 1,776 bonus before Christmas. Hey Jake, how are you doing? How is your video? Usually less people watching your Q&A, right? But it's a good model, to communicate with the audience. I also had those kind of the videos maybe during my first couple of months on YouTube, but later on I canceled it. Oh, Kellen Robertson is again. Oh, thank you so much for support. Who was there? Dark Hallway Productions. $9.99. I think we'll have better subsidies from you than from Donald Trump. And then, how do you feel about going a fishing vlog? Fishing might be relaxing, having to listen to Orange More. Yeah, it's a good idea. I didn't see Jake. Yeah, Jake is there. Don't ban him. Coke. I know you wasn't going to, just in case. It doesn't show you care on your should not be able to buy that. What? I would check earlier. It was good. Yeah, I really like the question about what was the question about whether the Congress may flip the situation for Ukrainian support. Jake says no, unfortunately, till Donny is the president. I agree with him. Edgix, cool. Yeah. According to internal guidance issued in the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services by Trump, obtained by the New York Times. What? I don't understand what is happening here. According to Intel guidance issued for the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service by the Trump administration and obtained by the New York Times, somehow they got it. Field offices with the USIS, the same organization, are asked to supply the Office of Immigration Litigation with 100 to 100 denaturalization cases per month in 2026. So if they do not find those people whom they will denaturalize, as President Trump and other members of the administration seek to drastically ramp up their ongoing immigration crackdown in the coming year, which includes attempts to remove the citizenship of thousands of Americans. This is fuck up. This is really fuck up. So even passport doesn't guarantee you the. Can president remove it? Can they remove it? Just like that? What passport means in this case? Like, what's the point of this passport? I mean, to go and obtain naturalization program. If some idiot may came to power and say, "Oh, we change our mind. You look too black, or you look too like this, and give us your passport." Is it the new reality? It looks like fascism for me. I understand they will search for social media of those people. If they don't like Donald Trump, they would just take out their passports. That's it. Is it like that? No. If it is like that, this is craziest shit I have ever imagined about United States. Yeah, one more boat. I hope it's fake. Maduro calls Colombia and Colombian military to intervene. He says it's time for an unified state and gather Colombia with existed. Okay, he wants military to be used just in case. Yeah, pizza index goes up. Exploding, it says. Pentagon is damn busy. But usually like this pizza index, sometimes it works to show what is happening, sometimes not. They think UK is at risk of what? No, UK is not at risk, I guess. But Russia says about UK all the time. I think Baltic states are at risk. Announces that all service members will be receiving bonus. Why do they need to receive bonus? Do they go to war? I don't think that he will go to war. Will he? President Trump didn't mention Venezuela even once during the entire address to nation. Of course. Governor Newsom trolls. Yeah, he's like this guy who trolls. Old man yells at cloud. That's about the speech. It's about the speech. Everyone is at risk. ICBMs that have been things since 60s. Yeah. War with windmills. Yay. It's hard war. Hard to win. We can make a stream together with some from MAGA side. Maybe it will be an interesting debate. I don't want to debate. Come on. I don't want people. I want to record maybe some podcasts. Like the videos, like podcasts. Not the streams, but podcasts. Maybe streams also. With random people. Someone. I don't know. Speaking about absolute... Not about politics, maybe. About something, yeah? And about fishing, I don't know if I need the license to fish here. Do I need it? Do I need the license to fish in Switzerland?
In Switzerland, you generally do not need a specific license to fish recreationally, but you do need a fishing permit, which is usually issued by the canton or the local authorities. Each canton can have its own rules and requirements, so you'll want to check the local regulations for the specific area where you plan to fish.
Okay. So maybe I can fish. Yeah, MAGA, yeah, it's useless. It's like debating with, you're right, Ozzy. It's like debating with Z Putin supporter. You'll not change that. Like, it will be the clown show. All of those debates are the clown shows. It's better just to tell what you want to tell, and people who like what you say, they'll listen to you. If they don't like, they will not listen. The Crown Legend, hi. It's the clown show, but some people like it. Like, for example, Kellen Robertson, he went to speak with videos. Maybe it works, yeah, because he may expose them. But first of all, my English is not good to be at that level of expose everyone just right away. So I feel like insecure speaking with someone. I'm not extrovert. I don't like to communicate with people in real life, sadly, or I don't know. I'm more like here, do my job, publish, and yeah, I communicate with you here, and for me it's okay. But with live people, it's very complicated for me. I wasn't like that before. Maybe I was, but I was very active with people, but now no. Hi, Lucas. How are you doing? Daddy pays off the dean, you great skin. What? Yeah, that speech was something. I think it will go a little viral. The speech about absolutely zero. Sport fishing on the fly, you'll enjoy it. Really? I wonder what kind of the fishing they have here. Maybe there are some private areas in the lakes to fish. Yeah, Bongino announced that he will be leaving his position, it seems like. Didn't he lose Alabama or Kentucky, something like that, just afraid of losing midterms? That's why this useless speech. Maybe, yeah. Maybe it's like before Christmas he wanted to say something about his fake achievements. Yeah. It, I thought that it could be like that, but I guess it's not what I expected from his speech, really. Not that circus. It's like, the gathering of the American generals, admirals at the same place, at the same spot, announcing it into the internet. Wow, we're gonna gather everyone for this shit. And later on, hexed, clownish, running on the stage and said something about overweight military personnel and about fighting woke. Really about nothing. And that's all the United States administration. It is really about nothing. Nothing burger. Absolutely. What's about this Brown University? There was the shooting. We have those news. The FBI has a major breakthrough in the case of Brown University shooting suspect. Just kidding, Kash Patel was too busy doing a podcast about he met his girlfriend. Really? Really? Did he go? Kash Patel podcast. Really? He went? Yeah, there was the podcast. Is that his girlfriend or what?
Alexis field questions from senators about your relationship in
Was
a
it?
televised
It was
hearing.
filmed yesterday. Yeah?
One, she would field those questions spectacularly well and crush those clowns. Two, if I sang backup vocals.
What happened to his socks? Yeah, I wear that kind of the socks. What should I? Should I show you my socks? Like, I like funny socks. Ugh. Yeah, I removed one. That's the stream I'm showing you my sock. This is it. Kitten. It's fresh. I just wore it this evening. But I'm not the FBI director, yeah? This is hilarious. His socks in my, yeah.
For her or anyone else, their career would be over.
By the time they still cannot catch this shooter, yeah? When it was published. Yeah, published yesterday. Bombing Bonehead. Kash Patel, where he's not detaining the wrong shooter. He is busy doing podcast appearances with a girlfriend. She deploys FBI resources. Yeah, in private jet. Come on. It's like we have like the big scandal in Ukraine. Then Zelensky used a helicopter, which was the government one, and he flown for celebration of the birthday somewhere. So it was a scandal, really. Journalists wrote about it. It was like, oh, he had to say something about it. And here, Kash Patel just used the country resources for private things, and everyone is okay with it. Patel is Ninko Poop. Yeah. Everyone is bailing on him. Yeah. Yeah. FBI or girl shooting. But not all of this overshooting. Maybe. Oh, still we have 308. Guys, we had 530 views. That's my record stream, I'm telling you. That's my record freaking stream. So enthusiastic about everything. Usually we have 100 or something, yeah? Sometimes even lower. Depends on what activity I do. But here, it's outstanding. Maybe I should make Trump streams more. It's not every day he goes with those national, not national advices, national speeches to nations. Addresses, yeah, not advices, addresses. Russian President Vladimir Putin publicly and explicitly outlined his continued commitment to his maximalist war aims in Ukraine, the same aims for which Putin launched his full-scale invasion in 2022, says the Institute for the Study of War. And I said it also in my recent video. Putin's statement continued to demonstrate that he will not be with the peace agreement based on the United States proposal 28-point peace plan. Robust security guarantees for Ukraine are essential for ensuring that any of future agreements produced a sustainable peace, but the Kremlin has been publicly rejecting the idea of such guarantees. Ukrainian forces recently advanced near Kupiansk and Pokrovsk. Russian forces recently advanced in Kupiansk also, and Siversk and Pokrovsk, and in western Zaporizhia Oblast. Hope YouTube counts all the lies and calls Trump out on them. YouTube? I don't know. I don't know about YouTube. Congrats on the record thing. Thank you, MVATS. I think it's a record one. I haven't seen 500 viewers still. Like, maybe I didn't follow the statistics usually. There was kind of the popular stream, I remember. Maybe also it was connected with Trump, I don't know. But it was like, I think there were 300 viewers, not 500. 500. It's crazy. Like, if I would go now on the stream, on my main channel, I'll probably get 500, maybe 1,000. and they will drop to 500. But on this channel, it's interesting. Hope you like it too. Sorry, I'm not paying a lot of attention to chat, but sometimes. Magyar should be next president of Ukraine. Zelensky needs to step down. He doesn't have this background. He's a guy like me and you. He doesn't have this experience like politician, but he's for justice. Yeah, Magyar is for justice. I understand that. But I don't know. Maybe Magyar. Still better than the boxer or some sort of the showman. Who knows? I would vote maybe for Magyar, but on the other hand, military. Do you agree if military guy should be a president? I don't know. For me, it's hard to say. Depends on really the views. On the real views, maybe. By the way, today I uploaded my TikTok. I want to show you my TikTok page. There I cut some of the stream cuts and publish. Now I control it better, like for the third time. Like, for example, I published this one from the last stream, and then I flown this FPV drone. It was really nice, especially when you go into the house. It is very difficult as for me. It's very, very difficult. But I like flying this simulator. The drone simulator is awesome. You see, I came out with this idea to make, like, if people look for the video on TikTok, they may check out my other channels where I stream, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Yeah, no one watches that shit for now, at least. There is the function actually to pay for the video for it to be shown somewhere, but I see that no one is watching it so far. Yeah. The idea is just to load the content on TikTok, load, and maybe some video gets the views. I don't know. That is what people saying. That's how you can boost something, some awareness about your streaming, because just growing on Kick or just growing on Twitch like that, streaming every day, it's no-go. People should learn from the other platforms about it. Hello, Denys. Now Denys is Denys. What? Have I finally reached you? Yeah, you finally reached me. 1,000 views is still something. 1,000 views? We have to go for it. For 1,000 views, it's like almost unachievable goals for me, I would say, on this channel. Maybe after 2 years. You see, if we go to other YouTubers, like for example here, have less than 300 views, but if we go to Enforcer, yeah?
Will conduct an offensive today.
I will just silence them. They have almost 8,000 views, and will be more, yeah? They just started the stream. Yeah, just started 12 minutes. Somehow people watch them. Watch them a lot, their streams. Russia blockades its own navy. Oh, yeah, I heard that. Venezuela confronts United States blockade. Breaking news. Yeah, it's like that. What map do they use? Global War News Day. It's kind of the interesting map they use. Maybe it's their own map. I don't know. Maybe I should come out with my own map. Thanks for reporting. Looks like you might need a holiday vacation. Yeah, I might need, but I will not have it. I'm going actually now. Then it's morning time. Then it's sunrise. I'm going to record one video. Where is my freaking camera? It's here already. I packed everything. That's my gear. This is a very light tripod. Very light. And inside there is the camera. And I forgot to take this one. That's the most important. That's the audio microphone. Just need to check the batteries. And I'm going to record the video about my unachievable dreams. That's about what I really want to make in this life and what I will never ever achieve, as it is understandable from the video. The idea is, I'm gonna show you this idea. I watch those kind of the channels. Itchy Boots, for example. I forgot her name. Leah Norley, that's her name, yeah. I just know her as Itchy Boots and I watch her videos. So she dedicated her life, I would say, even for motorcycle travels. At first she wanted to travel as tourist, yeah, without motorcycle, if we go to the oldest videos. But then she bought a bike in India and traveled India. And apparently her videos start to get some traction, and she started to be a motorcycle YouTuber. Her first year went not that well. As for the income, she just, with the help of donations, she refueled her bike. She's from Netherlands. She got some of the problems there, I think, in her personal life. She decided to go out and travel, and it became her life. She started to film videos like she earns from YouTube. She travels, and now it's, I guess, season 7 or what? What is it right now? Season 8 already. Season 8, and she went to Afghanistan, come on. Trouble with Taliban, and so I would like to be like her, really, to travel the world. Yeah, there are some of the countries that I cannot travel in, like, for example, China, I will have problems. Russia, I will have problems. Maybe even in the United States, I will have problems under Donald Trump, at least. But I'll wait 3 more years. I hope there will be no Donny after all. Maybe there will be no Donny even before. So actually, I got the motorcycle, but I cannot do anything. I cannot live like this. I cannot, like, it is my real dream. That is what I want to do with my life in this miserable world. Yeah. And I understand we live just once, and I will never do it. I want it, and I will never do it. Yeah. That's the thing in my life. For multiple of the reasons, I will not do it. And one of the reasons is this channel, I mean, main Ukrainian updates, so I have to film that one. I cannot just cancel what I do. It's my full-time job now. I cannot switch content just like that. Maybe then the war is over, like the variant, yeah? Then the war is over. I'm gonna drop everything, my studio, my everything. I'm gonna sell and gonna go somewhere. Filming daily updates and videos, like a variant, yeah? But also, I have to spend the time for my family. I cannot go for a couple of months somewhere. That's not working like that, unfortunately. My wife, she doesn't know English very well. She doesn't know German very well. And I'm always like this problem solver elsewhere with the taxes, with everything. It's me. Me. I'm doing all the stuff. My wife helps me a lot. with the house, with the daughter, but to conquer the life outside the house, it's my job. Yeah, with everything. So, yeah, it's complicated, very complicated to live this kind of the life. For me, I think it's, even if the war is over and no one would watch my videos, I think I cannot go like this. But that's what I want to do in my life. It's an achievable dream, really. And for some people, it could be the dream of whatever, yeah. For some, it's traveling. For some, it's filming those kind of the videos. For someone, it's doing the job that I do here. It's not my dream job, yeah, but that's what I do for now. And I'm not saying that I'm disliking it. No, it's fun. But that's what really drives me. Yeah, motorcycle trips, videos, aviation I like, yeah, but that is what I want to dedicate like several years of my life for. But it will not happen, I understand it. That's why I watch her videos, because in a way she films her traveling and I associate myself with her experience. It's like partially I was there in those places. I saw those people whom she communicate with. I eat that food. I lived and slept in this hotel. So it's like reading the book. Yeah, you associate yourself with the character, and yeah, and maybe that's why I'm watching those traveling videos, because I understand that I will never do it. I will never do it. And she's very good. I think she has the most popular motorcycle travel channel ever. She's like this outdoor boys, but in motorcycling. Yeah, less developed channel compared to outdoor boys, but still 3.15 million. It's crazy. And it's many more videos. And how she does it, everything alone. She goes, she films, she drops everything on her MacBook, I think she uses, edits in a hotel, then pastes everything of that. So she does everything on the run. The thing is that she's not constantly running, like not constantly traveling. She might leave her motorcycle somewhere. After all, she gives her a break. Normally, her name. She goes back to Netherlands, spend some time, then flying to the place where she left her motorcycle somewhere in storage, some house. That's how she travels from one point to another, from one point to another. Sometimes she spends like several months traveling, sometimes not. And it is exciting to watch those kind of videos as for me. Outdoor Boys I also watch. I'm really happy that Luke uploaded several of the new videos. Well, for Outdoor Boys channel, at least somehow I can do it, somehow kind of close to it. But that is what I really want. Travel and some traveling, because in traveling you have everything. You have this storytelling, like a book, as I told you. You have unplanned encounterment, which is also like, it's very interesting to watch the videos where you are not playing, like you don't know what to expect. Also, you can put food there, yeah, review the food, but okay, this is the food, what they have. You may have communications, you may have everything. Motorcycles, for someone it's important to, or interesting, it's better to say, to watch how motorcycle works in some certain conditions, whether she's capable to cross this river on this bike or not. Like, I think it's awesome content, and yeah, that's what I will never do. One thought woman, if I travel, would be afraid I would end up in prison. Yeah, she traveled in so many. I think she traveled to Russia before the war. Hope in the future you can. Yeah, I hope so, Eddie. Good views. Probably blots inflating the view count. Echo, what do you mean? Most of the people in the chat and Super Chat seems to be boomers with too much money. What? No. Traveling would be cool before the world was globalized and threatened the chance to get eaten by cannibals. But these days, everything is more or less the same. That's just me, though. Oh, the job. I think it's different, but I agree with you that people now westernized, Americanized. We all living in America. Yeah, this Rammstein song. In a way, they're right. Yeah, with this song, we live under this globalization influence, but still, it's diverse. I wouldn't say that culture is the same. Good, Hannah Baron. 350 RZ 350. I think it's Yamaha XYZ 660. Tenera. Collarbone by failing RZ 350. Oh, I see, Ozzy. Fuck. I hope it was long ago and it's already everything is good with you. Right? Is everything good with you? So that what I want to film the video about. Yeah, about never achieving dreams. Daniel Dale fact check the most outlandish lies in Trump's speech. There is so much that Trump yelled that wasn't true that Dale can barely get through it all. Make sure everyone sees. Okay. Yeah, there was like lies after lies. Oh, Erika Kirk. Come on.
We said our prayer, and we asked the Lord to protect us.
The students unable to understand.
This look is like that priest, yeah, whom I again forgot, Caleth, or Copeland, I think. Kenneth Copeland, what his name? He has this, maybe it's also like makeup, but she stares like husky.
Really.
She has some strange eyes. Oh my god. I would say she's the most, like, one of the most scary women I have ever seen, like this face in my life. Yeah, if she was my teacher on something, I would, if I was a kid, I would be I would be in panic attack all the time. I would have nightmares with this look. Jesus Christ.
Where I sit today, which I'm...
And I was standing in the ticket line for dinner.
No, of course. But we serve a just God. And I rest easy in knowing that He's sovereign, but He's just. And so let the Lord handle that.
Shit. Oh, this look is crazy. Maybe I'll have the nightmares. Exorcist. Yeah, we need to call it exorcist. Shivering. Hungry eyes. I don't know. It's like I didn't see the soul in those eyes. I see like some predator. Threatening, yeah. Threatening and intimidating, and what's with the look like. Maybe she has those kind of eyes and everything is okay, but maybe the combination eyebrows, eyes, makeup, but it's, I guess it's too much. it's not the eyes of those people who are friendly and good, let's say. What time is it? 4:30. Okay, guys. Polar bear? Everything is not okay. Yeah, probably everything is not okay. Alright, guys. I'll tell you my plan for today. I want to film some video outside. Maybe I'm gonna record the update of what is happening in Ukraine. Then record a video outside. Then I'm gonna sleep, wake up, go for the stream. Stream will be just on Kick. The link for the Kick you may find on my main channel. Probably I'll put it also somewhere here. So the Kick stream will be for reviews of the frontline images. I cannot stream that stuff on YouTube. I cannot stream that stuff on Twitch. Just on Kick. We'll try. I'm not losing anything. If the Kick gets banned, I'm okay. I still have Twitch and YouTube. Just want to try to review this content from the front lines. That's the plan. We'll see how it works. The important thing for me is sleep. But we'll see how, if I'll be successful with that, if I am successful. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching today's president's speech and me blah 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 all the stream long. And I am very disappointed into switching the stream off at 257 viewers. It's a lot. It's way more than I have usually, but I need to go. I'm sorry. Yeah, but there will be way more streams in the future. Thank you, guys. Stay awesome. Ciao.